Hello dear friends. In this lesson, we will continue working on the workflow dispatch event. In the previous lesson, we explored inputs and manually passed values into them. In this lesson, we will use restat and pass a value using the Postman service. For this, we will need a page in the documentation that will be attached to the lesson. And as you can see, to make this request, we need a token. Let's generate the token first. To generate the token, we go to the settings. In the settings, select developer settings. Here are the personal access token and fine-grained token. Let's generate a new token. Let's set a name for our token. Next, how many days it will be active, the description, and the repository. We'll specify a specific repository since it's public. It will be available here under the name GitHub Action. Here is my repository. Permission. Let's specify the permission actions read and write. And so basically we generate this token. We carefully copy this token and thoroughly check the authorization documentation to ensure everything is correct. We then proceed to open Postman, and we can conveniently pass it either through the headers or through the authorization section. This is precisely how we insert the token here in this step. Next, the following parameter that particularly interests us is the accept parameter, which is crucial for our process. So in the headers we accept carefully, and unfortunately I lost a letter here, the important meaning. Next, what else is additional information required for the authorization process? Version. I'm adding one more parameter for the version. Next, we have a post request and a link to demonstrate how it works in our system. We copy the link from here and we'll refer to this link. The only thing is, I need to replace these values with my own. So, owner and repo are accordingly this. These terms refer to the owner of the repository and the repository itself, respectively. Workflow.id is the name of the file for our current workflow, which is a crucial part of our process. Currently, this is our 8th workflow, which means its ID will be 8. The name of the file itself. So, for authorization, basically, I've done everything. So we have the token, we have the accept, we have the version, and we've also prepared the link. Now we need to pass the parameters that we want. Receive. So we'll be passing them through the body. Let's do it in JSON format. We're creating the object that we'll be passing. We're passing the first parameter. As a reference, the main one is main, and the second one that we are passing is inputs, that we will now insert into our inputs that we need. The identifier, or ID, of the very first input field that we are dealing with is known as title custom. This is an important step in our process. Following this, we will proceed to assign or set the appropriate value to this input field, ensuring that it is correctly configured for our needs. Hello, greetings and welcome to the REST API platform. In this section, we are going to discuss the next field that is available to us, which is known as Select Custom. This field allows users to make specific selections tailored to their unique requirements. For it, we'll choose the value 3. Let's keep quiet for a moment. We have value 2 and value 3. And we should change its value. Also, we can choose to not pass anything for the last one. So, for the last one, I won't pass anything. That means I'm only passing 2 fields. Everything is filled out. Let's try to send this data. We click set, and we get a 2 of 4, which is the successful response. Let's check the actions to see if our workflow is running. The workflow has started successfully. And now let's wait for it to finish so we can check if we received any data from it. Let's go in. Here we see hello from REST API, we see value 3, and we didn't pass the checkbox, so by default, it's false. Great, that's a simple way to trigger workflow dispatch using the REST API. So what questions might you have about this? Maybe this reference here? This reference is the branch, the main branch. Remember, when we start it manually, we select it here, but by default, the main branch is already selected. For this reason, I also choose it through the REST API, and you shouldn't have any questions about the input here.